Welcome to World Desk. I'm John Yearwood. Mother's Day and Sunday brunch go together hand in hand. Today we have stepped out of the studio and are at Sugarcane, where we'll be joined by celebrity chef Timon Bolu, who has made a special dish for his mother and yours. Chef Bolu, welcome to World Desk.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us about the inspiration of this special dish that you're making on Mother's Day.
Well, the dish that we will be doing, it's called steak and eggs. It's a play off of the traditional breakfast of steak and eggs, but I flip it up to use oxtail that we've braised and stewed for about 4 to 6 hours, basically because it's an ode to my mother. Growing up, I come from a West Indian family. My mother used to make stewed oxtail and rice and peas on Sundays, so it's just very nostalgic for me to pay tribute.
How does your culturally rich background influence your cooking style?
Well, it's played a part in stages. Growing up to a Chinese Trinidadian household, I learned a lot of whether it was stir frying or marinating or the use of spices in cuisine. I try to portray that into my style of cooking via if I'm marinating something 24 hours in thyme and a little soy and garlic, or the use of cloves and allspice. We play that into some of our marinades, and others will just do simple things like either making a similar to jerk or spice rub and finishing a piece of meat on the grill. We'll see different aspects of that, so it plays a part.
Can you explain the concept behind Sugarcane for those who are not familiar?
Well, Sugarcane is a global small plate restaurant. We have 3 kitchens. We have a Japanese robotic grill, a raw bar, and a small plate kitchen.
Your techniques are certainly being noticed. Last year you were nominated for the James Beard Award and you were a semi-finalist nominee for Best New Restaurant. What did that feel like?
It's just very humbling. It's a great honor. It's always an honor when you are recognized by your peers. We truly focus on the Miami community and what we can do here to highlight young chefs, to highlight the cuisine, the agriculture, and the cooking movement that's happening in the southern United States, the South Florida region, and it's always an honor to get nationwide notoriety and recognition.
Your name's been mentioned among some of the greats in Miami. Chef Michelle Bernstein, Chef Alan Sasser, I know both of whom you've trained with. How does it make you feel to be mentioned in the same breath as these?
Once again, just extremely humbling, a great honor. It's gratifying to know that the hard work has paid off and there's still always room to grow, but you know that if you are mentioned in the same sentence of chefs of that caliber, you must be doing something right, or at least it tastes good.
Well, before you became a chef, you wanted to be an investment banker. Of course, some people think there's a lot more money in it than in what you're doing now. Then one day you decided to be a chef. How did you break that news to your mom?
At that point, it was somewhat devastating because I was in the process of doing an internship at Smith, Barney & Shearson, the brokerage firm, and it seemed like my choice at the time of a financial career was the sound thing to do, and obviously it would make your parents proud, and cooking was the rock and roll perspective in my life, in my household at the time. So when it was time to tell my parents that I was willing to throw everything on the line and this was the one thing that I would be willing to do for free for the rest of my life, your parents don't want to hear that you're going to be working for free for the rest of your life, because that means they're going to have to help support you some stage of that. But knock on wood, it worked out well, and it is the one thing that I would still do for free, and it's a true passion. So
let's end this show on this note. Is there anything you would like to say to your mom on this special day, Mother's Day?
Just thank you, Mom, for being a great single mother and working hard to pave the way and to lead to hopefully a great outcome, a great product, which is your son, a great human being, and a great chef.
Well, Chef, thanks for joining us on World Desk. I know you have made your mother proud.
Thank you so much.
And for those of you watching, thanks for joining us for another issue of World Desk. Happy Mother's Day. For more suggestions on what you can do on Mother's Day, go to miamiherald.com/dining.